It's Pyro Radio, it's me, Jay Fresh, live in the place, and we're going through with yet another special guest on today's show. Joining me on the phone line, we've got AMOS the Kid. How you doing, man?
Yeah. How you doing, man? I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm feeling really good, man, because I said earlier on during the show, Monday, the 2nd of November is an important day because it's actually my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't ask me how old I am, yeah? There's too many candles on the cake.
Yeah.
But aside from that, we're all good, man. So, I was really excited to get you on the phone to have a chat with you about your music and some of your journey so far. So thank you for joining us, man. Firstly, I have to talk about The Voice and The Voice Kids. Firstly, congratulations on your journey, man. You performed amazingly on that. How was that whole experience for you?
I appreciate it. Experience was good. I learned a lot from it as well. I'll say, I improved on my stage presence and all of that. And yeah, it was just a good experience in that. And yeah, and I performed drill at the semi-finals. I felt like I just had to because a lot of people, when they think of drill, they think negative. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all about that. I had to show that's not all about that. So I performed drill for the semi-finals, a drill song, my own drill song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Definitely, man. I mean, like so many other people, seeing the performances you put on during the show and kind of hearing about you, I mean, there's a lot we can talk about there. I mean, I wanted to ask about the kind of things that you learned the most. You mentioned your stage presence and how that developed. You always came across as someone who was who was confident from the off. Were you always confident all the way through, or were there times where, you know, there was a bit of a drop and you had to really kind of lift up and develop that confidence?
Well, I feel like on the first, when it was the first the blind audition, yeah, I just feel like I don't even know how I felt. You get me? So it's just like, because when I was just about to go on stage, I didn't know how I felt. You know what I'm saying? I was a bit scared. I don't know if I was scared. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but going through the show, I just had to show what I could do, and I improved on my stage presence and all that, as I said. So yeah, I don't know if I was scared or not. Maybe a little bit at the start, but yeah.
I guess maybe because it was a new experience, I guess there's a lot of different feelings there. It's excitement, it's not knowing what's going to happen, it's the reaction of the judges. I guess there's a lot going on in your head and you just want to get out there and just do a great performance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, wanted to deliver. Yeah.
And another thing that I think was really dope, and you just spoke about it just there, it's really, really cool, man, is that later on the competition, you performed your own track. Now, that's like a bold move to perform a track that like people wouldn't have kind of heard before, whatever. And it was a really powerful track with a really powerful message. We talk about no violence, of course. So when did that kind of the idea for that track itself come around? When did you kind of write that and put that together? All
right. So I actually not a lot of people know this, but I actually wrote the start of it. Like I had the idea. I'll say I had the idea of it way before The Voice. But when The Voice came along, I was just like, I can use this platform to, you know what I'm saying, to like speak about it, and it was a good breakthrough. So yeah, it was just basically me rapping about no violence on a drill track, because a lot of people see violence when you think about drill. So yeah, I was just like, I just got,
Yeah, it just seems like the right time for you to perform and finish and kind of really put the track out there, definitely. Now, you are a young man with a bright future. 14 years old, is that correct?
Yeah.
Definitely, man. So I want to talk about the first time you ever kind of recorded any type of track or were in a recording studio or anything. How was that experience for you?
But when I was like me just recording tracks.
Yeah. Because some people, you know, I mean, how old were you when you kind of very first recorded your first track or was in a studio or anything like that?
I was 12 when I first when I went. Yeah. I was like, because it was so new to me, I was happy, you know what I'm saying? Because I've never been to like a proper studio. But now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go there more, like, consistently. That's the right word to use. Like, I always go there now, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to record and work, get music out there. So, yeah.
No, definitely, man. I mean, going in at 12 years old, like, that's such a young age. How did that happen? Was that family or was that friends? How did that kind of actually come around, if you see what I mean? Because not many 12-year-olds end up in recording studios. I'm really interested.
Yeah, I would say, because I've always had that, like, cause my brothers also do music. My cousins always do music as well.
Sick.
So I've always had that, you know what I'm saying? To like go studio eventually. I knew I was gonna go studio eventually, and it just happened when I was 12. And
yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, there you go. If you're surrounded by that environment with the family, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a matter of time. You know what I mean? It's always going to happen, man. And let's talk about your brand new track or your latest track. Firstly, it sounds sick, so congratulations, bro.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, man. I mean, let's talk about that track. Like, when did you start writing it? Kind of how long did it take? Like, yeah, how did you kind of put it all together?
So I recorded it while The Voice was being put out on TV. So I feel like I think I dropped it and recorded it, and everything was done within like a month or like around a month. So it was like a very quick process. But the track itself, I made it because I feel like people need to realize that the UK aren't innocent. You get what I mean?
I mean, it's a very powerful message there. The track, to anyone, you know, we're going to play it in a moment. It's called A Letter to Boris, but there's a lot of really strong messaging in there, and a lot of lyrics that really make people think. So to people like myself who've been around for a long time and seen a lot of music from a lot of different artists, for someone at your age to kind of be dropping tracks with this kind of knowledge and thought and depth, like, it's really powerful, man. Really powerful. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
And accompanying the track as well, we've got the video as well, which you shot recently as well. And I want to go through just a couple of the comments that I've seen on YouTube. A couple of comments I got here. One says, "This is just brilliant, Amos. You're going far, trust me." Another one saying, "Bro, this is amazing. All the best. God bless." Another one, "Inspirational." Another one, "This gave me literal chills when I first heard it. Hardest his age." Another one, "Bro, you're an inspiration. Keep doing your thing." I'm like, hearing and seeing these comments, like, how does that make you feel, man?
Like, for real, I appreciate all like the support I get, and it's just like, because when I dropped it, I didn't know how people are gonna react, and it was just like, yeah, man, I just like, yeah, just appreciate everything. Appreciate all the like love I get and support. And it's just like, when I saw the comments, and like, yeah, it's like a lot of people took this in.
Definitely, man. Yeah. Now, are you someone, you mentioned it there, but are you someone who looks for all the comments and all the interaction, or is it kind of, you kind of like watch it kind of when you've got time to watch it, or are you really in there checking what everyone says?
Yeah, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I check the comments like, just to see like what people like, you know what I'm saying? You always want to know what the people that are listening like, hear, and yeah, and like feedback and everything. It's important. listen to those because it can help you improve as an artist. So yeah.
Definitely, man. Well, it sounds like you're in a really good place and you've got a really good, the way you're kind of looking at your career and you're looking at your journey. You're very kind of strategic with it and you've got like a clear idea of what you're doing, which is great. I am going to ask you a question though. If there's any kind of artists out there who you could work with, if you had to pick one artist that you could work with on a track, who would you pick?
Ooh, there's a lot though, but if I had to choose one, let me say I got two, but there's one in the UK and then there's one in America. You know what I mean?
I'll give you. Do you know what, bro? I'll give you two. I'll give you one in the UK and I'll give you one in America.
In the UK, I'll say Stormzy. Yeah, I think I'll say Stormzy. Yeah, it's hard, man. Stormzy or Dave, one of them, but Stormzy, Dave, either one, they're hard. Both of them are hard. And in the US, in America, it'll be Polo G. Yo, Polo G is cold. He's hard, man.
Sick. Well, do you know what? I'm looking forward to watching your journey, bro. And in the future, when you've done a track with Dave and you've done a track with Polo G, we're going to have to get you back on the show and I'll say, you know what? You told me this 5 years ago and you made it happen.
Yeah.
No, that's wicked, man. Now, right here at Pyro, we are going to play A Letter to Boris right here. But just before you go, can you please give everyone your social media and let them know how they can keep up to date with your music and what you're doing?
So yeah, my Instagram, AMOS the Kid, AMOSTHAKID. My YouTube is also AMOS the Kid, AMOSTHAKID. And yeah, AMOS the Kid.